Hey everybody, it's Alexis with Create Your Future, and I am back today with a brand new video and just some refresher information today about how your thoughts create, what you're doing when you're working on your mental diet, how we change the subconscious mind so it speaks differently to your conscious mind, and also a success story that's a really good example. Before I get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below and you get notified every time we post new videos. Okay, you guys, so this success story is a client of mine where she's working on manifesting for her SP, and she's also manifesting for a car. So I've always found that a car is a really good way to understand how your thoughts create, because it's what I first used, and I first noticed in my reality that things began to change because of what I focused on. So I'm going to use her success story today as an example, but this video really is more of a refresher. I did a video a long time ago, which is actually now, you guys, almost 2 years ago, on our channel, because that's when I first started, about how your thoughts create and how your thoughts transmit out to people and how your thoughts transmit out to your reality. But I've noticed I have a lot of new clients. We have a lot of new subscribers. And so I thought it would be useful to go into an analogy of how your thoughts create. And who knows, maybe I'll just do a bunch of videos that involve pens and other ways that I like to use this really cool information to our advantage, so you can understand what's going on, and also so you can use this for your ultimate self-empowerment. So what I also want to note too is that I really want to debunk today something I hear a lot in books, in the whole realm of manifesting and people that are doing it, and in the realm of creating your reality and consciously creating, is a common phrase, which is the universe blank, right? The universe has decided. The universe obviously is on my side because I'm seeing a sign, or the universe obviously believes in what I want because I'm seeing this happen everywhere, or the universe obviously doesn't think I should have this, so I don't have it, right? But the thing is, you guys, is that you are your universe is you. So that your universe, from your awareness, your point of view, because you're the only one looking out of your own eyes, is a reflection of what you think is possible, is a reflection of what you hold true to be, your universe is a manifestation of you. So just to kind of clear it up here, you in your conscious manifesting, and the way that I approach this for myself, and I encourage my one-on-one clients to approach it, is to really take ownership of the energy around you. Take ownership of the energy that you live in. Take ownership of your universe, right? So that would mean to really, really avoid feeding in to that whole paradigm, the universe this, the universe has my back, the universe is on my side. Your universe has your back as long as you think your universe has your back. If you think the universe is against you, or the universe is doing something, then it's going to do that. It really is that simple. And I really, it's kind of a magical thing, right? To think that the universe has some, quantum plan, or the universe has some major agenda, or the universe has this all-knowing divine thought form. But it doesn't help you in creating whatever you want, because then you're kind of always looking and checking, and you've turned the universe into God, where in a religious sector, you might be thinking that God has the ultimate say, God has the ultimate opinion. And that's always up to you, because the idea of creating your reality and manifesting what you want is written in all scriptures. This is a spiritual act. It's an act on faith. It's an act on believing that you are a spark of God, and that therefore you are the creator of your reality, right? It's not going into anything nihilistic and saying these things don't exist, but it's that you are created by a creator to create, and therefore that's how your thoughts can create on your behalf. If you're watching this and it's your first time hearing this information, you might want to listen to it a couple of times so that you can really grasp what I'm saying here, because this is just what I've seen works, especially with people who are manifesting SPs or any kind of specific thing. Because if we tend to have a fallback of the universe this, the universe that, then there's always kind of something in your way. It becomes a block. Okay. So I just want to say that out the gate. So just like this client, she was manifesting for a car. And so I said, okay, so let's get specific on what kind of car do you want? Really, what kind of color do you want? What are you looking for? What's the easiest? What's the route of least resistance? And then let's bring that car into your awareness. Okay. So of course, she began to see the car everywhere. She began to get information that, like, the The car was everywhere, right? Now, going back to the original analogy, a lot of times what people do before they understand what's going on here is that they're thinking, oh gosh, okay, so the universe wants me to have that car. So I'm seeing that everywhere. That means it's meant to be. That's a sign I'm meant to have it. But really what's happening is you're using your thought forms that here in the frontal lobe of your mind. You're thinking a thought such as, I want a Tesla, I want a Tesla, I want a Tesla, just like I said in my first video. And then the thought of a Tesla goes to the back of the brain. It vibrates here. Neville Goddard really specified that in his books and his writing, and then it goes out into your reality. So that's why also a lot of people that are manifesting for an SP can be thinking of the SP, the thought goes back here, and then what their mind correlates to that is the car that that person drives, and they see that car everywhere on the way to their manifestation. But with something more specific, it's a really good example. So this client, she was thinking of the car. We had formulated all the ideas of the car. The ideas of the car transmitted to the back of her brain, which is that lower stem of the brain, and it transmits out to her reality. So it's like telling your reality, in my case, right? This happened to me. Teslas, 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 Teslas. What's funny is that now I'm not really on the Tesla train. Do I still see them? Yes, but I live in LA. There's lots of Teslas because that's in my reality. Okay. So anyways, that's though, you guys, that's what's happening all of the time with everything, with your SP, with the car, with thinking about like a vacuum cleaner, right? I need a new Dyson. I need a new vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner. It goes out. You start to see Dysons on sale. Unless you don't believe the Dysons go on sale somehow. Or your neighbor all of a sudden has a vacuum cleaner and they bring one over and say, hey, I don't need this anymore. Do you need this? Again, it's the same thing. I just want to be really clear here on how your thoughts are creating, because that's how we're changing specific people. And that's how you manifest anything into your reality from a certain sense. The other thing that's happening is you're reprogramming your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the hugest part of you. And it's been programmed by your conscious mind versus what you allowed into your brain. And your subconscious mind is the body-mind experience. It's all of that. So that's how the body and the mind talk together in unison as a whole organism, and then it creates itself, okay? But for the purposes of this video, just start to really, really understand and take note, become aware, become conscious, have awareness about what you're seeing in your outer reality, have awareness on what you're focusing on, what you're allowing to take real estate right in your mind. What dynamics with people in your reality, family and friends, are you allowing to take root here? Because that's what you're focusing on again, and that's what you transmit, that's what you send out. So the people in your reality, that's how they overhear your thoughts. The people in your reality, that's how they think what you think they're thinking, because there's always this kind of exchange going on. Now, when you start thinking new thoughts about something and you start changing the story, changing the reality, there usually is a little bit of a catch up because the people outside of you have been getting certain thoughts for a long time. Now, I technically don't know how long it takes for things to manifest because there isn't a way to measure that. We don't yet have a test. We just have a lot of studies that have been done on water, things that we've talked about in a lot of videos that we know that our thoughts create. We know our thoughts are things. You've heard this in so many videos and in so many books. But honestly, you guys, it is the most overlooked aspect in self-development. So as most of you know, I'm a trained hypnotherapist. I offer one-on-one hypnosis as part of my work here at Create Your Future. But what I used to notice with a lot of clients is that we would do a lot of hypnotherapy and we would be impressing the subconscious mind, right, with new information, because that's what you do in hypnosis, but they would outthink it in their conscious wake life. So they weren't understanding and monitoring their thinking and changing the story and changing their own mindset, no matter how hard I tried, because they wanted a fast fix. So we want to look at all of these things as a beautiful way for things to work together, but that we're not doing another practice that's negating that your thoughts are things, because your thoughts are things and they create on your behalf and they can outthink all the techniques. Is the thing. You just got to do it all, right? So if you're drawn to hypnosis, we're doing hypnosis and we're thinking new thoughts on purpose. If you like meditating, things like that, then you're thinking thoughts too. You just really want to be conscious and part of and have awareness in your manifestation process, because that's how you really get results. Like I told a client yesterday and she loved hearing it. I said, manifesting, the way that I look at it, is a results-driven process. It's like something that you might see or say in the business sector, right? It's results driven. It's to get what you want, create what you want, Figure out a method for you that works for you so that you are manifesting that which you desire. This isn't a hunt and peck. Maybe it works for some, maybe it works for others kind of thing. I have never found that to be true. Okay. So I'm actually not, I think, going to use the highlighters today. I don't think it's necessary. The real point of this video is to refresher about how your thoughts create. So I'm going to read the success story too, because it will sum it up also with the whole car thing, which is kind of nice. Here we go. All right. Because it's quick. I am a client of Alexis's, and I won't have a session with her until after she comes back from being on maternity leave, but I did promise her that I would send her any success story that she has been working with me on in the meantime. She was helping me manifest a car, and of yesterday, that came true. I got a 2022 Honda HR-V in pearl white, and they accepted my old car for exactly what I wanted them to for trade-in. Although I initially wanted the car in black, they showed me the one I got and I fell in love with it. Here's a photo for her as well. Thank you so much, Alexis. I am so grateful for you. I know what's coming next and can't wait to share that story as well. Happy face. Okay. So, and this isn't to say that it's a huge manifestation for her. It was a big deal because she had been focusing on it. Most of my clients on the way to their SP, they consciously manifest things like cars, new jobs, more money coming in, surgeries going well, whatever they want to do for themselves. And we figure out intentions for it so that their mind is occupied in doing things. And also so that they get a lot of proof and a lot of evidence that their thoughts create. But this is the same thing, you guys. We had her focus. I had her get really specific. What does she want? What are we focusing on? And then that began to transmit here and it began to go out into her reality. So she would see the Honda HR-V all over the place. And she was seeing the car of the SP all over the place. And all of this was happening in her outer reality. So her outer universe was listening. It was catching up to her thoughts and it was showing her exactly what she was focusing on. And with a specific person, the same thing was happening. It was just in the middle of the manifestation. Okay. So please get empowered. Allow this video to allow you to take your power back. Take the power out of your universe, knowing that your universe is you. Your universe is a reflection of you. Your universe is a manifestation of you. So we definitely want to not have any blocks. The universe is against you. And let's just kind of decide that we're not going to give the universe power in terms of like it decides or it has a whole divine plan for me. It's just a combination and a culmination of energy outside of you. And that's what's happening there. Okay. All right. So I hope you found this video helpful. And please let me know in the comments if this helped clear anything up, or if you've been wondering about how your thoughts create and how this has kind of offered another opinion to it. And I also just want to add that if you are manifesting for an SP, it works the same way too, that your thoughts go from the front of your mind to the back of the brain to the person. So that might be for a whole other video. This was just a video about how your thoughts create, but people receive the thoughts that you're thinking about them. So people think the thoughts that you're thinking that they're thinking. That's how that whole thing works. So if you have blocks to your SP about what do I think they're thinking, we want to be thinking that they're thinking wonderful things about you. And if that hasn't yet manifested, then that might just clear something up in a video. All right, you guys. So that's my video for today. Please use this information and start experimenting with it. Like if you, even just for, kicks, try to focus on something like jelly beans, and see that the jelly beans will come out into your reality. I often do that thing with my eyes, and it's like my I Dream a Genie little characteristic. If you ever watch that show, I love that show. So, okay. Make today awesome. Like I always said, if you're watching this video when it airs, then please go out and have a wonderful start to your week. It's always an honor for me that you watch my videos for the start of your week on Mondays. And if you're watching it as a replay, then hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.